Hey guys, what's going on? So 24.0 finally dropped, and the thing that I have been the most interested in is the Magic Lab. So if you don't know, they have condensed all of the different ways that you used to get to Magic Lab. So there was one in the normal ladder, and you had to go here to go to this Magic Lab, and then there was a Magic Lab in the Heroes Tavern, and you had to go here to go to this Magic Lab. And then there was obviously the one whenever tournament is happening, and you had to go to the tournament tab, and then go to that Magic Lab. And now it's just all in the same tab. So here you get Tavern, here if tournament is active, you get tournament, and then the rating, which is the ladder, that's where you can access that one. And so now you can just very easily cycle through. Which doesn't seem like a big change, but I mean, it's something. And it's one of those like, it's called the QOL. It's a quality of life, kind of update that I was very excited about, even though it's a very small thing. I think it just feels like something that should have already existed in the game and didn't. And now that it does, it's just easier. With that being said, the thing that I was the most interested in is definitely this. And this is the new part of Magic Lab, and it's called Experiments. There are a total of 6 experiments that you can do. Essentially what you do is you have the ability to tap to select 5 units that you want. And it can be anything, almost anything. I was almost going to give... see, prior to this update happening, the reason why I've waited for so long is because we had, prior to the actual update dropping, we have theoretical information. And the theoretical information that we had when this was announced and they showed us this in game, you could pick Riding Hood, which led me to believe that maybe you could pick all of the event units, which would make this update and this actual like part of the game the best part of the game. It would be the entire video where I said event heroes are, making this a pay-to-win game. I would have rescinded all of that. I would have given, the Rush Royale development team so much props, and then we get it in game, and it doesn't. But that's completely fine. It was to be expected. It is still very, very strong. Essentially, you pick 5 units that you want, and when you obtain it says 0 out of 300. When you obtain the tokens in order to exchange, you can do this or you can do this as many times as you want based on the amount that you have. And essentially, from numbers 1 through 5, you get a 15% chance of succeeding. And what succeeding means is you can pick one of your current legendaries that you have, and when you hit exchange, you have a 15% chance that your legendary will change into any of your 5 ones that you've picked. I specifically picked these because these are all the support cards, and you should be, if you have a maxed out DPS card, you should be picking support cards. And so if I get a Dryad, I have a level 15 Dryad. If I get a Scrapper, I have a level 15 Scrapper. And then Witch, Summoner are 2 of the best equipment or support units that there are. And Harley Quinn is going to get talents, so I figured that if I could get Harley Quinn specifically, then I could theoretically start playing with Harley Quinn updates in 25.0 or whenever they release Harley Quinn talents. But I do think that this is a very good addition to this game. I think that you get to a point where you don't need crystals anymore. Right now, I'm in a position where I have all the things that I want to upgrade, and it's all of these. And you will get to a point where you'd rather have actual units, like things that you want to upgrade, because you're getting so many crystals. You're getting so many terrible things that you're turning into crystals that at some point you will just need a good other unit to upgrade. And depending on where you are in the game, I think that this addition to this game giving you the opportunity to get a legendary, to trade in legendaries, I think it's very good. And the other thing that I think is very good is, one, that when you use a legendary and you hit exchange, if it fails, you don't lose the legendary. I feel like there could have been an opportunity for the development team to make you lose a legendary every time you try, so that on your 6th legendary, you will definitely get one of the units. But the fact that they made it to where you don't even use the legendary, you just use the exchange tokens, I think that that's very good. And you have to respect that they made it like that, because it could have been very easy to weed out more legendaries out of us if they made it fail every single time, giving you a 100% on your 6th one. But theoretically, making it fail all the time, like if you got really unlucky and you failed every single time, they could have done it like that. And I'm glad that they didn't. And so I think this is a very strong addition to this game. I think that the idea that you can pick anything is crazy. And even though it's out of 5 things, you could probably pick 5 things that you definitely want. And being able to freely exchange without the risk of losing a legendary, I think is very strong. I am not really sure how you get more tokens. I think I'm almost positive, because it's a 0 out of 4. I'm almost positive that when you do 4 daily quests, that's when you can fill this up. And when you complete 4 daily quests, I'm pretty sure this is how it works. But when you complete 4 daily quests, you will get 20. So that over the course of 3 days, that's when you will obtain 60. And then you have another shot at trying it again. Because if you remember, it costs 60 to exchange. I also don't know if this number increases. Like if maybe it's 60 the first time and then 120, that would be a crazy kind of like mechanic. But even so, just the fact that you will eventually be guaranteed to get one of your units that you're trying for, I think it's very good. I think it gives people like just another avenue of obtaining a legendary. And even if that means trading it or keeping one legendary that you don't want all the time, you can still crystal. This isn't like trying to prevent you from crystalling. You just like keep one unit that you don't want all the time and just keep doing this. And I think it's a very passive, free to play way of getting new legendaries. And I think it's very good. And I think I'm the most excited for this update, for this, thing that they've now introduced, as well as co-op, which I will be talking probably in my next video. I'll catch you guys over there.